All right, guys. So the last and final pick of the fifth round for the Indianapolis Colts, who actually basically just traded away one of their fifth round picks to acquire a sixth rounder. And they ended up getting at number 176, Evan Hall, the running back out of Northwestern. So again, another wow pick that, a lot of other people thought that there were some other running backs still available, Cody, that Evan Hall wasn't as good as for some of these guys. But, again, another athletic kid with a 9.32 RAS score.
Yep.
And I think his specialty and why he's here is he's more of a pass catcher.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does. He is. I think he led all running backs in the NCAA last year with catch. I think he had 55 catches last year.
Yeah.
So he is filling more of that, and that's a need that we think. I thought the Colts needed, not necessarily obviously in the first couple rounds, but on day 3, I thought it would make a ton of sense to go and get maybe more of a receiving back. Obviously when you lost Nyheim Hines, you traded him away last year. You needed kind of that guy. And nobody really stepped up after Nyheim Hines got traded. So adding a guy like Evan Hall, you obviously can do some stuff on special teams, has a big RAS score, really another kind of guy where, you bet on the traits again. And he also can provide some production out of the backfield. That's just something I think it's a new element you don't really have in the room right now before this pick. So, yeah, overall was a little bit surprised when the Colts made this pick. But I think overall you add a guy that's just another mismatched nightmare. You already added 2 other guys. Earlier you added the tight end, and then you obviously added Josh Downs as well last night. And so, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting thing. The Colts just continue to add all of these guys. And one thing, guys, that he had some times where he really went off last year. Last year, one of our guys here on the live stream said that versus Duke last year, he had 213 receiving yards. So,
as a running back.
So this dude knows what it is to catch in bulk and make the most of his opportunities. So I really do like the pick here. It adds a position of need that maybe people didn't necessarily think was a position of need. And I actually said, before this day kicked off, Derek, I said, there are some needs that I think for the Colts. And one of them I threw out there was playmaker. And the Colts have 2 now new playmakers. They've added 2 guys. They've added a tight end. They added a running back here. And I like it. I like just adding guys who have those athletic traits and just basically giving Steichen in this offense and Anthony Richardson as many physical attribute guys as you possibly can. So,
yeah, and it's again, Evan Hall from a university that really doesn't have a lot of great weapons.
Yeah,
Northwestern never really has a lot of great weapons to open up. So Hall being that kind of player just kind of tells you what he is. 5'10", 210 pounds.
Yep.
Nothing crazy there. But again, 37-inch vertical, over 10-foot broad jump. So this guy has great explosion.
Yeah.
Ran a 4.47, so really elite speed. Had good shuttle and 3 cones, so good agility. So at the end of the day, this is just how exactly what you think it is. He's going to be battling for that third running back spot and what he's going to be willing to do. So not much to really look into with that point.
No, but, Northwestern doesn't have any weapons, and this guy was still productive at Northwestern. So, maybe it's just a case of a really productive player, a really good player in a bad college program. I could really see that being the case here. So, it seemed like he was their entire offense last year. Evan Hall was. He even did work against your Buckeyes last year, over 100 yards.
Yep.
And, he's outrunning guys. He's got the speed. We watched a couple clips of him. He's got elusiveness, right, as well. So, I think he's a guy where you just get the ball in his hands and let him go to work. So, let us know, guys, your thoughts here on the Colts' last fifth-round pick, Evan Hall, the running back out of Northwestern. What are your thoughts on this pick? Let us know. Thanks, guys.